What's up, gang? What's going on? Let's do this again. Two lit candles in a row here on the 30. $30's holding, 15's holding. Really would like to get out of this range. No sells here on the Sunyan. Get rid of everything. Let's do a little breakdown here. Giveaway? Yeah, we'll do a 50K giveaway later on today. Maybe around 10-ish. All right, so let's get out to the daily. We closed really bearish today. 4 hour close below the range. We made a bottom wick. We actually attempted sells here earlier. Where were they? Right here, we attempted sells, came down, stopped us out, came up here, and then back down. The 4 hour closed below the range. The 1 hour closed bullish, still below the hour range, and the 4 hour range. 30s respected, so maybe that's the initial indication that we might respect. We need some closures above here for us to look for buys. There. And this candle right. And get some sells in. Clean sells. The cleanest sells. Let's say we should be below here. And to trade in here, I really want to get out of this range, and I'll trade in here. Look at this chop down. So that's what we look like. We really want to either push out of here. Right, this would be against the structure for now, so maybe a range too. Probably something we should have waited for yesterday. That was going over it, right? We should have waited for resistance to print and then get that push up. Looking to target these areas here. And if we are going to look for sells, ideally we break down here and get closures below here so we can have this candle flip. Doing right now. This, and then we can look to fill the rest of the range. There's a level here that's interesting. See, that's a 30. Look at the one. These levels just in here. I'm going to be very careful with sells below here. If we get these closures below here, probably also range 2 sells as well. We're going to need to form a support below here and then break it again. Be very careful. It looks like right now if we break, this will get filled fairly quickly down to around 70 areas. But I would really like to be super duper careful here once we break down. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. We'll probably look for the same thing, right? Show you. Or in the case it breaks down, I believe we're going to see a drive. So in this case, I would say you're going to look for a break and a retest in this case. If we don't see a drive, we'll obviously want support to form, but we can see a break and retest. Maybe even get that little fake out here. We get a closure below here. Look for something else. Let's see how the cookie crumbles. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
What's up, Eddie? Yeah, I need you guys to be more active. Too much dead air when I walk away. I need you guys to be like...
I got you.
I need you guys to like... people leave when there's dead air. Every time I step away from the PC, there's like a 20-person dip. It's like the floor falls through under 20 people. I gotta come back up. I'm like, I got this. Let me pick it back up.
We got you.
I need you guys to like, I don't know, twerk on your desk or something. You know what I mean? I mean, don't do it, but like, you know, I'm more active than your entire gang.
I do have a question though on that signals that you put out earlier.
Yeah.
So I noticed because I took the same thing and I was about to enter before I even saw yours. So I added more positions because I was more sure. Because, but whenever you close your position, I noticed that you closed it like right whenever it was going up. How did you know it was going to shoot back up like that?
I didn't. I moved stops to break even.
Oh, see, I didn't see that on the signals.
I moved stops. So here's the deal. I should be writing it out, but I really want you guys to ask questions about it because that's how you learn. Otherwise, you're just like blindly following. And I like that you're asking questions now, but in the signals, when we saw this right here break down, we see this leg candle, right? We had a top wick come up to around here. We see a leg candle. So I know once we get a bottom wick and we tap a support, it's highly likely to come back up and start filling this leg candle. So this was my break-even area regardless. We were either going to... To me, this was like a no-risk trade because it's either going to push through heavy or we're going to tap this area here and start filling this wick back up. And so I just went break even. It was like 12, 13 pips, 15 pips. I don't remember. Hold on. Yeah, it was like 15 pips right there. It wasn't much, but I knew at this support, that was my break even regardless. It's either going to push through or it's like no harm, no foul, risk-free trade. I just get an attempt.
That makes more sense.
I just get an attempt. So it came back to break even and it started pushing up. And then it dropped to RTP. This was first partial right here. The fill of that wick, that was around 60 pips. I think 70 pips.
Yeah, I think it was like 703.1.
It was this. It actually never got to RTP. My wick fill was right here. So this was a level I might have secured partials at. I don't think I would have secured anything. I was waiting on these wicks to fill here.
No, I appreciate that. That's something I was confused on how you had known to close so quick, because I had short stops anyway, so I wasn't too worried about it. But I was like, how did he just know? But I didn't see you had moved to break even.
Yeah, I moved to break even. It tapped, and then it started riding up against us, and I was like, all right, perfect. Thing is getting filled exactly like exactly the reason why my stop is there. So the position was correct, right? It acted the way I expected it to. It's just on the off chance it wasn't gonna do that, it would have been a heavy drop, maybe a really big position. Because that was, you got to realize, that was the 4-hour flip, right? The 4 hours closed below over here. It was a 4-hour flip. The market just opened, volume coming in, and it was also the daily closing bearish, massive gap down. I thought we were gonna come down here, grab orders, wick fill, and then back up. Right, so it was worth the attempt when everything was bearish. It just didn't go. And
no, I appreciate that.
It was just the market gave you a freebie position, right? It gave you a chance. Right now, though. Copy pasta. I am more active than your entire game.
How was New York?
I wasn't trading. I looked back at it. I don't think there was anything I would have taken. Looked at it. I just This was New York right here. It's somewhere here.
Yeah, it didn't move until the afternoon.
Yeah, that's New York. Ass. Just finished getting Claude AI integrated into my trading. Wow, that's so crazy you say that. I was literally sitting there last night and wondering, should I switch everything from ChatGPT to Claude?
I use Claude for literally everything.
Is it better?
In my opinion, it's way better. I have the pro version though, and to me,
You
it
know,
works so much better.
I think Austin Silver said it the best. He said ChatGPT is a yes man, right? And Claude is like that manager power employee that you have that really needs to get shit right.
Well,
Get
see,
shit
the
done.
thing I like about Claude is you give it almost like a prompt instead, and like you can almost tell it to go to college over a topic, and it'll research the topic for you, and you can form it into something even bigger. You can get really technical with it.
I've been using Grok. Is it better than Grok?
I've never
I
used
per-
Grok just because Jay's such a big fan, and I keep waiting for the moment where he asks me, "Yo, are you using Grok?" And I'd be like, "Nope," just to irritate him. But the moment never came. Yeah, I don't know, honestly. Like from what I heard, it's just Claude is the latest thing, but I'm afraid just because it's the latest greatest thing, it's gonna get corrupted really fast.
I can agree with that, honestly.
Wait, say it again.
I think
Since it's like the latest greatest thing, it could get like corrupted very
yeah,
quickly.
the updates, the people that are running it, it's just like, I don't know. I think the initial versions of ChatGPT, right, were so revolutionary. Now people hopped on board and optimized it, and they're just ChatGPT is just, I guess, trying to adjust, always making updates, trying to make it be less of a yes man, right? And there's all these stories, and the same thing I believe with happens to the next best thing, right? Claude comes out, and then they're gonna find a bunch of shit that they don't like with it. So every update from now makes it, less of what you would like. It goes in the wrong direction. Maybe it improves it, but goes in the wrong direction. So it's usually the thing. The ideas usually start out in the right direction with the great, with something great in mind. But as they become alive, usually they're taken in the wrong direction.
Profits get involved instead of utility.
Yeah, things become more commercial. So it's like, what kind of answer would the people like versus the answer that they need?
Gotta make my monthly drive to Illinois to go pick up my goods. Doing that this week. I'll be gone for like 2-3 days. Yeah,
Illinois?
weed's not legal in Tennessee, so.
Oh, bro, I just go to the store.
Yeah, I wish. I gotta get somewhere. So I just ate.
I actually went today.
Wait, hold on. Don't you guys have trap houses and stuff?
Yeah, but it's like,
We got like.
I'm from California, so it's just nothing's the same to me.
Bro, go to your local trap house. In my neighborhood, it's a church.
I used to be the trap house, but no, I'd rather just
We
go
got
to
him.
Illinois. Uh-oh. The cops are at my door.
FBI, open up.
Man, that happened to me when I was a kid, and I was like, uh-oh. Man, but yeah, I literally just I go up there, make a little vacation out of it, hit the casinos while I'm there, and I'll drive back. It's only 3.5 hours.
That's not bad. That's
I've
dope.
gotten knocks on the door before, but I got to be honest with you, the worst knock that came on my door was not the FBI. It was another kid's parents.
Oh, it was SWAT team for me, but it was because
Never taken
my
a SWAT
someone
team
in my
over the other
family
kid's
was.
parents.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun.
I think we were 6 years old. I remember it.
Main guy's mic is not working.
How about now?
I will say, whenever I was on the YouTube yesterday, whenever I was at the gym, it sounded like it was cutting in and out on the YouTube side.
You know why? Because I go like this. I guess if I talk in another, but I've been messing around. I've messed around with it for so much that like, because honestly, that's the problem with ChatGPT. It's taking me in circles. It keeps telling me to do the things I've done, and when I do them and I tell it to do new things, it takes me to the new things, and then it's like, well, in the new things, it starts mentioning the old things that I still needed to do. I'm like, it's getting really frustrating.
Algorithms. That's all it's up to.
Yeah, sometimes I'll ask ChatGPT something, and then I'll do a follow-up question, and it'll answer it it's supposed to answer it using the information it just looked up, but then it answers it with completely different information. I'm like, wait, you just gave me the answer before, and now I'm asking a question using that answer that you gave me, and you're going off on a tangent. So
See, that's why I like
be,
Claude.
Yeah, you have to be very specific with how you ask for things, or else it's a shit show.
Another candle. Another candle.
Did Claude do images as well?
Yes. You gotta get the pro though.
Because I use different apps for different things. Like if
I was getting ready to say, Claude ain't did no images for me, but if you got the pro, okay.
Well, because you asking for the wrong images, bro. The kind of images you asking
Well, see, that's the thing. You can have Claude make you can have Claude make apps and all that stuff. So like, you just have to. What it does is it puts it into a different software and then makes the image. But it sucks because it takes longer to get to the actual image.
If I use
hold on, you guys are gonna hear an echo, but that's just because I'm testing my sound on YouTube.
Oh, if I use Grok and I tell it to make an image, it'll come out like shit. I put that same prompt into Gemini, and it comes out perfect, exactly how I imagined it. So
well, like I will say, ChatGPT, like it'll make it super quick, but like Claude.
Gemini.
Yeah.
For images, Gemini's pretty nice. Each one has its, but if Claude's pretty good for images, I'm gonna try that out.
Mic check.
But
1 2 1 2.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good. But Claude, it'll basically you have to make a software that'll make the image. You say,
hold on, you guys don't hear me on YouTube. You guys hear me on the Zoom.
I can switch it over. Oh, it's kind of quiet on the Zoom.
On the YouTube, you guys hear me or no?
Or YouTube, it's kind of okay. Yeah.
Yeah, where you're like 30% quieter than us.
Yeah. On
Hold on,
Zoom,
let me do
it's
this.
a lot better than it is on YouTube.
Yeah, turn up your sound a bit because they're gonna be a bit quiet. I think I just have them too loud, but no, my mic was way louder than this before. There's something in the settings here. There's gotta be. Mic check. Yeah.
That sounds a lot better on YouTube.
Okay, let's... there's not going to be any more echo. You guys can talk, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the dealio. Why this mic's been doing that? It's gotten lower and lower and lower over time. I think it's all these updates too.
Do you use Streamlabs?
No, OBS.
When I was on Streamlabs, anytime it logged me out and logged me back in, all of my camera positions, the screen would be off. So I would have to right click and edit them again. Or when I would stream video games, I would have to add the input for sound or the source for the sound every single time. It wouldn't just save it. Streamlabs is, you can multi-stream, but it's just not the best, not good.
There's got to be a way to like just turn this up. Yeah. Give me 1 second, chat.
Yo, how often do you go up to Illinois to shot? To make your run?
You're muted, bro.
I clicked the button and it didn't even unmute. Like once a month, sometimes like twice every 3 months. But I blew down a little too much this 420, so got to go a little bit sooner than I normally was thinking.
I was just thinking we might be able to hook up with something. No, I ain't but a few hours away.
Just let me know. I go about every at least 2 months consistently.
Yeah, we figure something out.
Yeah, I'm definitely down. They got a lot of cool stuff out there. I'd like to hit the casinos and stuff like that while I'm out there.
Well,
I normally stay for a night or two. Yeah.
One time I was staying out, was that Midway maybe airport out that way, and they had the bed rivers right there. I said, oh, here we go.
Yeah, see, it's just above Paducah, Kentucky for me, and that's not that far of a drive. So I just drive right above there, stay in Paducah, and I just drive up and hit the casinos and dispose and drive back.
Okay. I might go to Chicago in July for that Chosen Few picnic. Thinking about hitting that.
I love Chicago, to be honest. Like, everyone hates on it, but there's so many things that you can actually do out there.
Like what?
Like the pier. I don't know if you've been like the Navy Pier.
No, I've never been to Chicago.
Oh, they're what do you call it? Lakeshore Drive, long.
I just like,
Long.
it's tough. I've never like had to go on vacation and been like, where are we going, babe? Chicago.
They got the people out there, they volleyball, biking, riding, all kinds of. Yeah, it's nice little groove.
They got good weed out there too, I will say.
Can't drive to Cali.
I've done it 4 times.
Oh, you're from there.
Yeah. When I moved back there, back from there last April, I was like, God, I don't want to do this ever again.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun trip, but dude, when you're doing it, you're like, God, why did I decide to?
Yeah, especially with animals. I was like, I'm done with this.
With animals? Should have brought a baby goat for the ride. Just have it in the back, reminding you of who you are. Bah. Bah. Are you going to a farm, bat, or a Korean spot where they cook this mother?
Man, that is one
Dig
thing.
into a Jamaican spot, be like, hey, can I get some curry goat? Walk in with him too.
Korean barbecue out there in K-Town where I live. That's the main thing I miss.
Do your research. Chicago has some of the most history in the U.S. Yeah, I know that. I get it. I get it. It's a dope place to visit. I know Capone and all that, right? But like I grew up in Brooklyn, right? In New York, which is like a big city. But to me, like going to see a big city is like, And then I live where people vacation. So like anytime, like the only other thing that's left really, big city or, you know, a warm beach is really a snowy mountain. So that's kind of like where vacations tend to go these days, the mountains. Probably somewhere around Jordan's neck of the woods. Tennessee got some nice mountains. Yo, I love Gatlinburg, bro. Love going there. And
I go there every year around October for a car show. And my whole friend group goes.
Yeah, that place is dope.
what was the other one next to it? It's Gatlinburg and it's Pigeon Forge. You can't go through there without getting lit on the moonshine. Like, all right, kids, everybody's coming. Let's go. Funny commercial. They gotta bring back Budweiser just for the commercials. We used to have some funny ones. Come on, can we get the hell out of this range? Job sucks. Knicks getting their ass beat. Terrible. Such a tough existence being a Knicks fan.
I'll be in Atlanta for the next game.
Yeah. We were talking about it. Sunday,
Yeah.
right? I know you go to church. That's a church.
Absolutely.
That's church slang. You know, the pastor be talking and everybody be like,
All in unison.
What's the pastor name? Yeah, I wouldn't know it either, bro. Is Kenny getting pulled over? What the fuck's going on? What was that noise? That sounded like a cop talking to him.
That's my radio at work.
Oh, that sounded like somebody asking you for your... Hello,
Yeah,
sir. You know why I pulled you over? I'm black. Don't say that.
I get a look if I'm in like a gas station or something. All of a sudden, the radio go off. You can see the heads turning. Like, what? Who was that? What is the cop? It's hanging in my back pocket. They don't see it.
Getting the sturdy closure above, very similar to the position we were looking for yesterday. Problem is the 4 hour is still bearish. I'd want to close back in range on a higher time frame. The hourly close below the range. We're chopping it up. So probably a range 2 here. Let's see if we can get a bearish candle closure instead of just a push. We do have a lick candle fill over here happening right to 747.25. We got 20 seconds here. We really want a top wick here. If we don't have a top wick here, we're going to need the next candle to form one, which means we have to wait for that range to break. Ideally, we see something like this. Top wick made. What we want the next candle to look like. That should give us confidence to break of these highs. Oh, come on. Break of these highs up here at 47.23 to take us up to 47.33. Clean range to the left here. Candle. Making that top wick, we're going to want the next candle to come back down in range, probably break the low of whatever prints here. What do we want to look like? Let's wait for the, see there's no top wick here. It's being created here. We need that range. Once it pulls back, it'll create the range that we didn't have. The following candle should fill that range. Momentum break it, take us to the promised land. So we're gonna wait for. Ish. Hold on a second. That's beautiful. You made that for me? It's pretty. My daughter went and picked me some flowers. It's grass. Well, how did you know I like grass? Smart. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very, very, very. She's doing the Indian voice. Like, very, very good. She hears me do it all the time on stream, so she started doing it. Hilarious. All right, top wick made, range made. Do we fake out, close back in range? Or do we retest 33 areas? Was it 30 closure? I don't want to just take a re-break here. Yeah, we're gonna wait at least on this 15 to close, maybe even the 30. I prefer an attempt back in range here. I prefer this to break down deeper before taking any kind of buys. Right now, it hasn't even retested the level actually, right? But kind of retested these wicks. But we want it to actually attempt to break down and fake out, and if it can't and it comes back up, then we want to take the re-break out of the highs. All right, Reggie. No lick candle there, just closure, no top wick. Looks like it's gonna attempt to do that. That's nice. Clean range to the left here. 10 more minutes for this candle to close. A lot of time. Wait. literally the same position we took here yesterday. Right there. I think it's the same level. Right there. This was, wait, where did we take this? Right here, right? Yeah. Pretty much the same level. This morning. Here, top, yeah. Massive move. Boom. That position was actually, it would have been up here in this range. 8 minutes. Never retested the range, but it can push because there's that wick up here now. But I'm not gonna be a part of it. I need this candle to close. It would be ideal if we close, next candle breaks the low of this previous 15, which means this 30 re-breaks the lows and then re-breaks the high. That makes sense. I need you to wait. $30, no top wick, previous 30. Don't get FOMO, gang. If it starts pushing, it's all right. Your idea is playing out, but for you to have a higher probability in that push, while you're waiting on that next candle. You want to re-break highs just to come back down further into range. So you take that probability out of the game, let it do it first. Or that possibility. Five minutes on this 15. You know that stretch, the pre-trade stretch. What's up, Satish? Possible buy stops here in 3 minutes, depending on how we close. Similar. We need a bottom wick on the next candle here. Ideally to break the low of the previous candle. Close right at this area. Or maybe no bottom wick. We'll all be good here. Watch it open above. All right, so bottom wick, break of these highs. We need a bottom wick first. Last 15 of this 1 hour candle. I'm from India. Tops 130. Yeah, for now. I'm not sure how far down this is gonna go. We have a bottom wick here though, so we'll have a stop here. Need this to be a bottom wick here for this 30. Good. Right up. Now, if it doesn't do this in the next, 7 minutes, probably delete, wait on the hourly close. $30 is still possible. We're gonna have to come up by close above here. For now, we have the 15th celery. The top wick killed your idea for a buy limit here at 47.11. It wasn't a bad idea. It's a pretty good idea, actually. If you opened up with a bottom wick first. Back in this chop, and that chop is ugly. Stops will be wherever this candle bottoms out. We get to the last 5-minute candle, I believe. When did this happen? It was a 30-minute candle too. It's 1:30 a.m. Minutes. 7 minutes. hour is very bearish. Remember, we've made this top wick already. Be an attempt to break down on the next candle. Okay, you got a fake out here. See how the 1 hour closes? Does it close back up above range here? Close down respecting, which gives you a 30 fake out. And then top wick and a break at the lows there. That takes you to the 4 hour flip. Then you have this candle to fill and you're maintaining price 4 hour levels. This closure is really key. Coming up here. This thing's gonna run up in 5 minutes of this hourly. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Delete these, wait for the hourly to close. We might have a 1 hour celery play here. Sorry, a 30-minute celery play instead of the 15. Gonna need a wick here. Down into range. Yeah, if we close above. See, we have a 15 leg candle. Might open up with a top wick here to 47.20, break down. But if that happens and then we re-break highs, I'll be in there. Or if we close below 47.16 here, then we can scratch that idea and then we're going to continue with the 4 hour. For now. Yeah, Wix was saying what I was typing. Failed. Two minutes. Pay attention here. Looking good. Looking good on the 1 hour. Looking good on the 30. Even the 15 pulling up here. Good thing. minutes. God forbid this thing closes with no top wick. Because if we get a closure with no top wick, after this bottom wick, our next position is going to be a 1 hour position. Give me 1 second, chat.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share while you're at it.
Facts. If you're here and you haven't liked, come on.
I know we got a good amount of people in here right now too, so
Drop a like, sub to the channel for sure. Share the
and
stream.
get the bundle.
And get the bundle, but share the stream so other people could show up here and we can grow this community. Okay, we got 60 seconds here. I want a top wick on all these candles. 30 looks great. The hourly is above the range. Looking for the break of the hourly high. We need a top wick. This candle's got to have a top wick. If it looks like this is great. I like it. 15 doesn't have one, which means we'll let it create one. The fact that we're above the previous 15 level is great. We might just come up without a bottom wick first. That's what sucks. So we want this to come back down. Based on the 30 and the hourly, this looks really good. Ideally, the top wick breaks the high here. Comes back down, gives us that bottom wick, and we can take that rebreak. Oh, perfect right there. Okay. Stop. We need this candle to flip bearish, and we'll buy stop will be active. Stop loss has to be below that previous candle. $47.15 would be ideal. That's a small ass bottom wick. $30, $40 pips. All right, perfect. I'm gonna have a buy stop here. This is perfect. 47.23. Partials 47.29.3 based on this level here where we came up from. See that body over there. Looking for a very similar drive once we break the highs here. Hey, we break down and we start driving down here. No harm, no foul. It gave us everything we wanted. Closure above the range, a wick in a candle, a bearish closure. Bottom wick here and a break of the highs is everything falling in line. Top wick is just a continuation of the hourly. Looking good, looking good. Just, you know, making higher highs, higher lows, break of the highs. It has no business of coming back down here. And we have that 1 hour lift. Yeah, yeah. The only thing in our way is this 4 hour. Does it want to flip and continue down with the daily? Broken. Can we push up now? Tested the bottom previous 1 hour. The reaction, not necessarily rejection, until we break the highs. All right, gang, may the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house. 1 hour flips and breaks highs, it has no business coming down. But if it really slows, that you know for sure you're in the wrong. So even your stop is solid. Really good 15-minute candle. High came down, broke the lows, rebroke the lows. Time to continue with the 30, with the 1 hour, with the 15. Back into the 4-hour range. Is it me or does Wix stream keep freezing? It's fine on my side. Like I'm also watching the stream live as it's happening. It's not freezing on my end. All right, gang, we're getting close to being activated. May the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house, gang. Partials are the break even. No break even until we tap partials. 60 pips here. Fast push. We're looking for a long or short. This is a buy stop right here. On the screen is a buy stop. The sell limit is a partial. It'll close 10 out of the 15 contracts that are running. Okay. Oh, we're in there and we just got slipped by how much? 6? Yeah, we got slipped there a little bit. Oh, good. Looking to come up here to the top of the range. Like, oh, I got slipped on the live by 12 pips. That's slippage. Anybody else get slipped by 12 pips? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, in this range, it shouldn't really matter, but yeah. The 12 pip slippage. Why you do that to me? Stop. Stop. 5. Yeah, this grayed out sell stop is once we tap 47.29 here, it's going to be it's because the trade will go to 5, right? It will close 10, so this will be the break even. Stops to break even. Now it's just time to be patient. There's no management here at all. It either takes us to profits or it breaks the lows. There's just no management on this position. And this is about a 90% position. So quite confident in this. Got slipped 13 pips. Yeah, I got slipped 13 pips as well. 12. We should be good here. We should be good to these highs at 32 at least, but partials, there's a chance it pulls back here at these levels here. That's why I want to secure partials and then go break even. Sucks for runners because once you move stops to break even, right? You're likely, you got slipped by 12 pips. You're likelier, you hit on the next bottom wick. Be up over 20 pips. 21. Getting a 15 closure here. It's a leg candle, but it's above the range. Give me a 15 with no top wick. Are you kidding me? Okay, pull back a little. Pull back a little. That is one ugly 15 candle. Once we create a top wick, yeah, I wanted some kind of a top wick. Yeah, this better not flip here. Move stops to break. Candle had no wick. If it comes back down, it'll come back the other way. Push up, push up. Stops to break even here regardless.
Can we get a W in the chat?
Push up, push up, push up. I saw about 20 pips, 25 pips. I didn't secure nothing. There we go. Stops hit. Motherfucker.
If you stretch it out, it looks a little bit more.
We can't take that. We can't keep this open, not with that closure. Damn, everything looked amazing. You can't keep that open. That no top wick, that's a resistance, right? You can say that's a resistance formed. You have a leg candle. So the market's telling you, you make a top wick, you're gonna break down and start filling the leg candle here. Which means this hourly would fake out. And if the hourly fakes out back below here, that's taking you down to the 4-hour flip. So there it goes, coming back down. If it doesn't and it re-breaks highs, fine. That's the nature, nature of the business. But you cannot keep that open once that closes with no top wick. No. Be securing 34 pips if it didn't slip. Honestly, we would have went break even here, wherever entry should have been, right there, right? We would have went break even and still gotten stopped out. There's no way I'm not going break even on there. Oh, we still have that. There's just, you got it. You don't know if this resistance that it just told you, hey, there's a possible, what it's telling you is like, hey, there's a resistance here. We don't know if it's strong enough to hold the market or drive through it. Or do you want to be in here at 50-50 when you were in here at 90-10? That's what the closure's telling you. Now then you zoom out and you look at the candle, and the candle's a leg candle. It's like, do you want to be in here 50-50 plus a leg candle against you? So now you're probably 40-60. But you're under 50-50. And then you say to yourself, man, the 4-hour, if we fake out, the 4-hour has a previous 4-hour is bearish. We never broke it. Possibility of that steep drive. So, all these things together are called risk management. Like I said, this can bounce off here and ride up. Fine. but that's not the likelier thing to happen from what we've seen over time. And once that probability drops, you know, market's talking to you. Pay attention. This is at least this. We are at least coming back to 4719.8. At the very least. That's the body, right? The body of the lit candle. Everything below it is a smaller time frame range, right? Wicks are ranges. On a smaller time frame, this little wick here, that's a range. Once we start breaking below there, there's range to fill here. 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 This is a range on a smaller time. Probably on the one. Look at this range on the one. Get rid of this. Wow, perfect fucking read. Perfect read. Right? Listen, kind of decision it has to kind of make a decision here, right? Do we want to start filling the smaller time frame range? Do we want to hold and come up? Look at that. Can load up here? Yeah, she can load up here and head back up, which is what I would expect. But man, I'm not taking the risk of it coming back down in range with this drawdown and being at 90-10 here, and then having that, seeing that closure, knowing what it means, knowing what this candle means, and still being in it. It's like you're an extreme asshole for that. You say the buy stop is valid now? I liked our position. Now I don't like it. Stops, you got a 50 pip TP. Stop's got to be back in a range here. So you're looking at like 170 pip stop. Yeah, it breaks highs. Yeah, I don't see it going anywhere else but 47.32 here. We're not there yet. Maybe it sets up again here, right? At resistance, we'll print something at 47.25 areas. But until then, I'm gonna let this print. Stops would have never hit. They were the bottom of this candle, but understanding where this candle needs to go, it's just not worth it. What was our entry? What did that end up being? $47.25, 47, another 20 pips. Like 30, 40 pips of your range have been eaten up. Yeah, partials would have to be over here, 40.29. Dude, I'm still in a position. Okay. That's your position. That's not my position. You're in there off your own breakdown. Right? Here's another thing, right? So you guys are entering position. Let's fucking go. What a great 3, McBride. 4-point game here, 7 minutes to go. You can't take my position and apply your risk management. The reason for the position the way it is, and as big as it is or as small as it is, with the TPs the way they are, the stops where they are, is because of what I saw in my position, not because of your risk management. Just like you can't take your position and then listen to everybody else tell you how to manage risk. No, you took, because I would expect you as a professional trader, I would expect you to have a fully thought out plan of attack and defense and management before you enter the trade. So if I expect you to have that plan and you're in a position, it would be foolish of me to tell you, no, you got to do this. Bro, you got a plan already. What the fuck you talking about? It's like, well, let me tell you the plan. It's like, no, dude. We're like, we already got a plan. We had a plan. We don't need, I'm just telling you I'm in a position. Yeah. It's the same thing here. Like, but I do hope you win. Arsenal coming second again. Man, I saw that game. The last game that they played against the City. That's crazy. That's going to be a new record, right? 4 years in a row that they come in second. There's a few second delay though, so you got to have some knowledge on what's going on when these fast trades happen. Also, yeah, but I say that you got to come here not just for a day or two or a week. Like you got to spend a couple of months, at least a couple of months in here in order to be in tune with what we're doing and with how I'm trading. And understanding, right? Because a lot of you guys saw that closure, no top wick. You're like, all right, I'm closing out the position immediately, right? And that's what I would expect you to do. But the reason I didn't close out immediately, we were above our price, right? We were above that closure, so I just moved it, right? As we were moving up over there on the top wick, I just moved it to our break even, and as long as it doesn't get back there. It was just, once again, foul. Filling the light candle down. 4 minutes on the 30. Water's wet. Arsenal's always second. That's a funny way you just put that. How do you deal with FOMO? If you're focused on actually getting better and trading and getting sick and tired of your own shit, you're not going to think about that. You're going to be too busy focusing on what you need and what needs to happen and what you're looking for. And then eventually over time, you're going to be like, oh shit, there used to be a term called FOMO. Damn, I haven't heard of that in a while. Because the only reason you hear FOMO in your everyday life right now is you brought it up. Like you're just, someday you're going to forget about that word and bringing it up because it's going to be so distant. The feeling's going to be so distant. And then you like one day people talk about it and you're like, oh shit, I used to bring that up all the time. Now I don't even discuss it. That even exists. Wait. How did the draft end up? I missed it. Give me the first top five. The first top five, second time. Give me the first 5 picks. Where did Love go? Arizona. Okay. Who did the Giants get? Yeah, obviously Mendoza to the Raiders. That was just. Who went second? Oh no, Giants had 5 and 10. They got Reese, and there was a wide receiver they were looking to get. Wait, who was Bailey was the wide receiver, wasn't he? No. I gotta look this up.
No, Bailey's the defensive end from Texas Tech.
Yeah. Who went 10th to the Giants? Okay, you got Mendoza, you got Bailey, Love. Right there, Tate. That's who they were looking for. So I bet you if Carnell Tate was available at 5, that's who the Giants take, and then they would have taken Arvell Reese if he was still on the board at 10. Wow, and they got the Miami offensive tackle. Mogowa. Damn. Fuck the Titans. Been watching months because I enjoy trading and being part of the community while I trade, but every time I take a single from this, bro, what? Been winning the entire month. Probably like, I think three L's the entire month. Wish you well. Wish you well as well. Trading's like that. People do the rounds. They're chasing shadows, and they come back in. We had a break even here. We were up 30 pips. Could have closed. Had a W. Took Sweden to World Cup. That sounded like somebody that's still in drawdown from the position that we exited at break even. All right, there's the 30 closure, and it's got no bottom wick. Well, the 30's got a bottom wick. The 15 doesn't. You know what that means? We need a next 15 to print in order to be able to take the 30 fake outs. This can print the bottom wick, come back up. Yeah. We look like we are right now, just like this. Next candle. Next 15 break lows, probably. We could do that. Oh, give me 1 second, chat. Hold on. Beautiful. The breakdown was the W. People don't read between the lines. Like, oh, I need a win on a trade or a loss on a trade. The very fact that I just shared that knowledge that you didn't have to live through, pick up on, figure out how you can utilize it. The fact that it's all been done here. And now I'm just, sharing it for free. This way, next time it happens to you, you can, you can be like, oh shit, Wix talked about this. I'm going to manage it here and not lose money. Four minutes to go. Knicks down 5. In Atlanta. To be a team that they're blowing out. Fuck. There's Dropski. What a dump. Yeah, just not taking. Remember, we were talking about the 4-hour. Finally, in the last 30 minutes, the 4-hour has flipped. But if we're really serious here, like look at that 15. The closure back in range was no bottom wick. We can't take that. What you doing? Are you getting food? Or you're about to get on food. All right. If we're in this chop, when this candle closes in 27 minutes, when the hourly close and the 4-hour closes, I'm going to call it a session. Market moved today only outside volume times. New York ranged, midday moved, Asian ranged, We'll see what pre-London does. Is gold tougher to trade nowadays? No, I wouldn't say it's tougher. In the beginning, I had to adjust to the ranges, to lot sizes. Took about a month or two, right? But because the ranges are so big now. Bong! 3! Woo! Anunobi. 101.99, 3 minutes to go. Yeah, that was an adjustment, but after that, man, it's just like same thing. It looks the same all the time. Right? Human behavior doesn't change. Remember what I spoke about yesterday? It's the futures market. The entire world hedges here, right? All the institutions, the companies, the airlines, right? They hedge oil here. So it's just the farmers are hedging their crop. So they must trade. There are positions that have to be taken, right? Which means it creates patterns of patterns in general on the charts, and those patterns are then used by us to our advantage to recognize what's happening and take advantage of it. So we're not hedging anything. We're just taking advantage of the human nature being displayed by the rest of the world, right? Hedging on this market. Options curse. Options doesn't curse when he loses. You know why? Because he never loses. He just holds until he wins. But he never curses when he loses. The only time he curses is when a 150 pip runner comes back to break even. Fuck, man. I need this to go 1,000. Like, what happened? You blew your account? Nope, secured only 80%. Mistreating me? Maybe the 4-hour celery? You got a leg candle here, look. 4-hour leg candle, 2-hour leg candle, 1 hour respecting support. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Absolutely, Robert. Appreciate that. Please share this stream. I discovered something today. It's unbelievable. If it's UFOs, bro, I believe it. I believe it. If you ran into ET at the local Walmart, I fucking believe it. Definitely out of this world. Oh, about the charts? What did you discover about the charts? Who won the raffle? Nobody. We were waiting for you. There was no raffle. Giveaway. I don't know if we're going to use a raffle method. Oh, by the way, gang. Yeah, the method we're using. Go comment on my last Instagram reel. Go comment on the very last Instagram reel and get the bundle. For real, though. Get the bundle. I discovered a white 7-Eleven worker yesterday. Yeah, we've been over that. Pancakes on a smaller time frame? Bro. Can't do that. There's a reason they teach about Christopher Columbus and not the guy that discovered New York or Boston. Like, oh yeah, you found this? Well, I found this part of this land. 100 pips in a range. I got yo, that's sick. No, I'm messing with you, bro. Absolutely. It's tied. I'm watching 103, 102 right now. 105, 102. How far behind am I? They're gonna hit a 3, aren't they, right now? Brunson or Hard? Who hits the 3 right now? Or McBride? Someone's gonna hit a 3. McBride. Bang. Damn, I'm like 30 seconds behind. John Stark's in the building. Bro, please don't say nothing. Don't fucking ruin it for me. Don't say nothing. 90 seconds left in the game. Hold on, chat. I gotta watch this. I gotta stand up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring my mic with me, but I won't be able to see what you guys are saying. Yeah, we can talk though. Defense. Stepping away from the PC just so I don't read what you guys say. You guys might spoil it. Yes! Back in, the spin, reverse layup, and a foul. We in there. First lead since 9-6. We got this. Might stop being a New York fan because they'll win some shit like this and then tomorrow they'll be up 30 and lose. Should be up 3-0 in the series. Grubs. One minute to go. Oh, he was blocked. $50 seconds. Not gonna lie, Brunson should have gave that up. Watch it.
16 seconds. Let's go. Fucking McCollum.
I need a new team, yo. I'll accepting fans. The Nets. Anybody accepting fans? Brunson, man, just give up the rock, bro. Twice already on the last. They know you taking it. They double and you give it to fucking Cat. Let him drive. He can shoot over everybody there. Give it right back to Cat, guarded by a point guard over there. Fucking. Cat's gotta fucking get mean. And be like, give me the fucking rock in this situation. Last 15 of the 4 hour here. Wow, 15 no bottom wick. Candle on the 4 hour. It's not just a light candle, it's a light candle that's respecting the support, dude. I can already see Stephen A. Smith tomorrow on First Take. I can see Stephen A. Smith just losing his mind. For tomorrow's First Take is going to be wildly entertaining. What do we have next? Bulls Nuggets. Might get fill coming down, yeah, but for me to not have the word might in that sentence, we'd need a closure below. Ew, throw them out. It's a what? What does that mean? It's a millipede. They have a million legs? Ew. Right here. That's not cute. Found a worm. It's a millipede. I don't even know. How do you know it's a millipede? Just ripped off its tail, bro. Bro, get this worm off. Jim. That's Jimmy. I'll call him Jimmy. Yo! You drop Jimmy in here, we gonna have an issue. Earthworm Jim. Great win for Atlanta. The last one was a great win for Atlanta in New York. This one they should have won. Knicks were so close. This one was in ATL. Yeah, get rid of him. Yeah, leave him outside. It's raining. A millipede. Thought it was a centipede. Young Bucks, what you know? Word. The greatest question of all time, right? If a centipede... Where did I hear that? I don't remember. If a centipede wants to kick another centipede in the shins, does it kick one leg at a time, or does it stand on 50 and hit with 50? That's the type of shit that I'm worried about. I really want. 9 minutes here. The level right there on the 4 hour. But we have the most recent here. Yeah, I'd want to be below 47.02 for any kind of sells. As a millipede, due to having so many toes, do you automatically stub multiple toes? Word. I don't even know if they have toes. Just a leg, like a stick, probably. Wow, Knicks, man. Spike Lee will never see a championship in his life. Some sort of phalange. You looked it up, bro? According to my calculations, you were that guy in science class. I know it. You were trying to dissect the rat. Or no, when everyone's dissecting the rat, this guy's over there dissecting the toes. Flipping nails. Oh, I didn't look it up. I knew it. That's even crazier. Field dress deer before low scope rush. I'm not sure what that means. Means I kill it and break it down in the woods before bringing it back. Yeah, bro. We are not going camping together. Ever. Sam ever invites you camping? Do yourself a favor. Stay at a Hilton. Take the non-important things out. Yeah, extra parts. Never needed that to be alive. This motherfucker came with extra parts. I used to have a friend like that growing up. Every time I give him my bike for an oil change, because he would just like, he could just real quick. He would call me up, be like, come pick up your bike. I grab my bike, and he'd be like, here, by the way, this is also yours. I'd be like, what is this? He's like, extra parts. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, it was just extra parts. You don't need it in there. I'm like, but the reason the manufacturer put them in there, like, because it's probably, they wouldn't just leave extra shit. He's like, no, it's not needed. Extra shit, throw it out. It's like, what the fuck? Did I leave you a bike? Now you're giving me parts, so you're telling me this doesn't go back in. You are not changing my oil no more. Your grandpa was like, my pops is like that. They cut out half his stomach, his spleen. He's like, yep, extra shit, never needed it. Like, all right, pops. What's that gallbladder thing doing? Nothing. Get rid of it. Lance Armstrong was like, man, I got 2 nuts. Get rid of that. Get rid of the second one, man. Trying to win Tour de France. Can't be aerodynamic with 2 nuts. Trying to get rid of one. Good doc, what's this gallbladder thing? What's this nut thing here? What are these fucking things? 4 minutes. Man, push down. Get us the hell out of this range. Let me let Benny. Oh, we also have a giveaway. I forgot. Gang. Go comment on my last Instagram reel. Because if there's going to be no position here, doesn't look like it right now. We're stuck in this range. Three minutes to go here. Go comment on my last Instagram reel so you can be part of a giveaway. I'm going to give away a 50K account. Like and comment. Like and comment. Benny, you gotta wait. You're dripping with blood over there. Yeah, doesn't look like a lot of entries right now. Benny, stop. Wait. This guy. Two minutes here, gang. It sucks because the 4-hour break at a low is still a wick. Bro, you gotta wait. Yeah, for you to take buys here, you need to be above 16. Crazy. Previous 15, no bottom wick. Current 15, no bottom wick or top wick. No. 30, we see this level here? We just closed below it. Goes right at it. 30's a leg candle. 4 hours. Weak bullish. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a session here. This needs to set up way better. You can make a case for sells, you can make a case for buys. More cases for sells in this case. Then why do we just hold this level? So yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna wait for us to get some better closures. But I do want to do a giveaway. So as long as you comment in on my last Instagram reel, do a little giveaway here. All right, only 30 comments. Let's go. Let's go. And the winner is... Oh, man like Yoda. My guy. Man like Yoda, where you at? Man like Yoda. Found your page too late? Well, we do these all the time. Please keep showing up to the stream. Man like Yoda. Yo, bro, please DM me from this account. If you can DM me from this account, I'll get you a 50K account. Just somebody write that down. Yo, my guy, that's me. Technically, yeah. DM me from that account. Congrats, bro. W. W. Oh, we have a 50K winner here today. All right, we're chopping it up here. I'm gonna see everybody tomorrow. We will run New York session. There is New York session tomorrow. There's no Asian session. The next Asian session is on Sunday, and it's a private session for the private community. So get the bundle and become part of the private community. Get access to the private channels, private chats, private Zooms, private streams, private giveaways, and we'll do another 50K giveaway on Sunday for the private gang. See, every day at 10:03. Yesterday also 10:03. I noticed the time. That's when it does that. Logs me out. But you've DM'd me. I haven't accepted, so I'll go through the ones that haven't been accepted yet. You guys subscribe for me. Great stuff. Been trading GC for 6 months. No, it's been pretty good. Yeah. If you today, great stream. A lot of value. The management on that position The reason we didn't lose, the reason it's really a big win in my book, honestly. So shows the next. Yeah, that's fine. I'll respond to you. Don't worry, you're gonna get your account. We'll figure it out. Name's been added. Thank you, Trader. Appreciate it. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, everybody. Congrats to Daniel on his lower time frame discoveries. Honestly, bro, I saw your certificate. I'm like, man, long time coming. So I'm glad you have proof of concept now that you can do it and how to do it. Keep doing it. All right, gang. I gotta run. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow in New York session around 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and then Sunday for the private gang, and then Monday we're back to regularly scheduled programming. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Zoom gang. Signals, possibly positions later today. We got to get out of this job. Mods, thank you so much for helping me run a stream. We're probably going to choose another mod next week, a new mod. So be active, gang. Be active. Show up. And eventually you can be one of the guys with a badge. With a blue badge. I like the wrench better. Anyway, chat, love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books.
Have a good night, Wix.
Have a good night. Have a good night, fellas and ladies. Jordan, Options, Eddie, Chris, Sam, Nate, Daniel, everybody. I forgot somebody. Santos, Jay. Everybody. Dr. Holmes. I'm not sure who's in here. Roms. Have a good night, everybody. Later.